What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? It's Wednesday, the 26th, and I'm out here taking his day. Let's go. I am full of energy and pumped up today. Uh, First, let me say welcome to the day. Let's take it. And glad to see you back here. And if it's your first time joining, what it do? What it do? We out here in these Mother Nature streets again. Oh, Snapdragon. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute because the resident coyote is out here. I'm going to continue to walk in this area and we'll just see if it stays. I'll try not to get bitten and no rabies. That's a good thing, no rabies. All right. It's out there. I don't think my camera would pick it up because it's laying low profile. It has huge ears, and we've seen it before, but it's back. And I kind of call it the Capel Coyote because, we're kind of in the said city limits of Capel. Crazy. It's a good day, y'all. It's a good day. And I really believe that it's because even though I was feeling kind of downtrodden yesterday, I chose gratitude over anything else. I just picked a bunch of stuff that I'm, super thankful for, even the little ones. I'm always talking about putting wins in the bag, and those are packages of gratitude. I mean, I appreciate wins, small, large, insignificant, but are they really if they're a win? They're a win, and you can use that as your catalyst forward. All right, I don't want to be too professional, motivational speaker, because that's not what this is really about. But hey, man, if it serves you that way, so be it. That's my win to you. But I do find it a little cheesy, even though it's super sincere and I'm being genuine. If you follow me for a longer period of time, you'll see. This is just me, y'all. It's just me. But yeah, okay. One of the reasons it's super good is yesterday's video. I was talking about I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to get a job, and this, that, the other has been happening, and I'll get second interviews, whatever. It's in the last video if you want to check it out. And then, I chose to be grateful and move forward with the day. And I had submitted some stuff on Indeed. I do that almost every day. And then I went to go pick up the kid from school, and I was sitting there in the parking lot waiting. And I got an email from the human resource for, I don't know, it's some big conglomerate here that does restaurants. And I'll tell you, none of this was from the Indeed thing. It was solely from me hitting the streets, trying to find a place, because I went to this company's website. I don't know if I should say it yet because I'm trying to record the interview. And then I was talking to my wife and kid about this, and they were like, I don't know if that's legal. I don't know if you should do that. I was like, all right, maybe I'll record it, store it, and then I'll figure out the legalities later. You know what I mean? Because I want to give that to you if I can in some parts. Maybe I can bleep out the human resource person's speech so no one really knows, who the entity is. It's just my sided, because I really want to record this. If it goes well, if it goes bad, I just want to see. I want to see what that because I'm getting interviews and then no one will call me back. So yeah, I'm working with trying to figure that out. But let me tell you how this first went down. I went to their website and I you know, transferred my resume because they were like, don't fill out an application if you have a resume. Most of them are like that these days. Just submit your resume. If you have a cover letter, so be it. Da 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 da. And so I did that. But this place looks cool to me because it's in a shishi area. I like a shishi restaurant, you know, as long as they don't take themselves too seriously. And even then, I can deal with it. Because it's just food and beverage. I've been saying that forever. We ain't saving lives out here. We're just hopefully building an experience for the guest and giving them delicious food and drink consistently. I mean, you know, some people think the experience is not even necessary, but whatever. I do. You're paying these elevated prices for food and drink. We should give you a memory too, you know, other than just that was good, but the place was boring. Um, yeah. So never got a call back, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go figure this out. Why they haven't called me? What's the haps on the craps, as we say. I don't know if anybody says that anymore. I say it all the time. Um, just trying to figure it out in translation. So I I went up there. I attempted not to overdress. I usually will go in like a nice fitted dress shirt, slacks, my Stacy Adams. Um, I didn't do that this time because I thought, well, maybe that's it. Maybe I look like a tryhard or something. I don't know. So aired on the side of caution, and I just instead dressed like I was going to go play some golf because I don't play golf, but I have that attire because, you know, it fits you very well. It's breathable, all that wonderful stuff. That is definitely an animal hole. Dang. Um, but yeah, so went up there. Um, Very strange too because they're open during the day for lunch, but no one was there. Or at least I couldn't. There was no dining room where that was visible, where people were sitting or anything. When I actually went in, found the entrance, uh, I could hear like somebody rolling silverware. I could hear that going on. So maybe they were, because, you know, I try to go by between the hours of 2 and 4. It's when you'll get the most attention from any restaurant because that's their kind of lull in the day in most cases. Word to the wise. If you're looking for a restaurant job, the opportune time is between 2 and 4 in most cases. Some restaurants don't open till 4, so they usually hold interviews an hour or so before. If you're wanting to know, though, you can always give them a call, you know, and be like, hey, I'm interested. I dropped off my resume or I submitted online. What's a good time to come and talk to you guys? And sometimes they'll give you a little more information like, oh, we've already hired someone, or as a matter of fact, I have an interview today at 3, so come by at 4, you know, whatever. So I go by there, and there's a dude there stocking wine. He's an older gentleman, a little bit older than me. I'm assuming 8 to 10 years older. He said he was retired. I liked his energy, though. He was cool. And I was like, hey, I submitted online, but I thought I'd bring my resume and, you know, do a little face-to-face. Because I think that's kind of necessary in the restaurant industry because, you know, the guests are going to see me and your delivery. I think that's a part of it for sure. And so the guy wouldn't even take my resume. He wouldn't physically take it from my hand because he was like, I'm just going to lose it. So do me a favor. Here's my email. Send it to me and I'll send it to the corporate office. And I was like, oh, okay. He says, because at the moment, our GM was just promoted to like regional manager. This happens to me all the time. Every time I go look for a job at a place I want to work, something's going on with their upper management. Either they're not there. Literally, since I've moved to this city, there's been a GM in an accident, 2 GMs promoted, 2 fired. That's weird, right? Maybe it's a sign I'm supposed to be a GM. Yo, I have done that before. That ain't for me. Yeah, I'll get into the pros and cons of management restaurant later. There is a sweet spot though, but you kind of have to create it yourself. But that's a secret sauce recipe I'll share with you later. So I submitted. I basically just sent it to him. You know, I wrote down his email on my phone, got home, sent that, hey, pleasure meeting you today, so-and-so, this is this. He never replied. I never got, okay, I got it, sending it today, nothing like that. And I always panic about stuff like that. It's just me. I do that. Um, so a couple weeks go by, and I'm like, all right, do I call again? Do I be a nuisance? What am I doing? I just went on and started looking at more places, you know, trying different avenues. I've literally been submitting my resume to all kinds of jobs, everything from substitute teacher. I think I talked about this in another video. Substitute teacher to like FBI agent. Hey, man, you know what I mean? Why not? If you can't beat them, join them. Yeah. Those didn't pan out. Imagine that. So yesterday, and I think it's because I was seriously practicing gratitude. Even though whatever state my life was in, I was cherry picking. I say that a lot. I was cherry picking the good stuff and being grateful. I even threw in some stuff in there that would be construed as negative, and I found a way to make it positive. It takes practice, though. I suggest to everyone, to all, it's a good thing to practice because it's not always going to be good. Yeah, good old yin and yang. So, yeah, I'm picking up the stepdaughter yesterday, and I'm sitting in the car, and I'm watching videos on how to edit videos because I'm trying to get there. And I get this email, so I check it, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's the place I really wanted to work, or I think I really want to work. I don't know. It just seems cool. It's nice. She recipes seem, pretty healthy. They look like it's squared away with their pictures and stuff on said Google reviews and all that. Looks good. Oh, the coyote's getting up. Dang, it is bigger than I thought. I think I'm getting too close. I'm trying to be cool and talk. Oh, there it goes, dipping in the woods. I would try to give you a shot with the camera. It is. You can kind of see it moving in the distance. I know it's impossible, but like it's a big one. See it? It'd be crazy if it waved back. All right. It might still be there. I'm not trying to push that issue, but it would be cool to get a close-up shot. You got to be careful with the canine species, though. Male or female, there's certain signs of dominance that they don't care for unless you are prepared to challenge for alpha position. And anytime you have a wild species of anything, but especially the canines, that's a dangerous game. Yeah, because they'll die for that shit. And you will get jacked up in the process. They may even get you. Yeah, rabies a thing. It seems to be fine though, and it's been out here for a long time. I don't know enough about rabies to know if they're exhibiting signs or not, but she does look. I wonder if it's. I just assume it's a she. I don't know why. She does look a little skinny. I'm sure people are feeding her. That's why she's sticking around these people, the city, and there's trash and stuff, Yeah. So back to the story at hand. So I get the email. I'm like, oh, sweet. And she wants me to set up a Google Meet. And I know that is kind of normal in job markets today to like do the complete interview, everything over some type of Zoom or Google or whatever, right? Well, I'm an old school restaurant dude. I've never had to do a job interview like that. Because this young lady that I'll be interviewing with is, human resource over this restaurant conglomerate. And I have dealt with human resource before because anytime you work for a hotel, you have to go through all those chains of command. Sometimes you have to get hired by the entity of the hotel first and then interview for the actual restaurant inside on premise, or unless it's their own baby in there, their own restaurant idea. Sometimes they partner with restaurants for revenue purposes, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this on a Google Meet, which is super, super new to me. Um, like I'm actually gonna practice because I'm real big on getting reps. You know that. I'm gonna practice doing the Google Meet. I'm gonna have my wife send me an invite, because they have the ability for you to test your camera on there and whatnot, and it looks fine. But it's crazy. I have somewhat of some nerves anytime I interview for a job, but I kind of like it because it like fires up my adrenaline, and I'm firing in all cylinders. I was talking to my son last night, and that's one of his descriptives. I was like, yes, that's what it does. It bing, and I'm, because I do like interaction with people. And as far as the interview goes, especially for restaurants, I have been in so many, but I have also been, the manager before and interviewing. So I have to be real careful sometimes in interviews. And I'm going to have to remember this. There's a series of questions you can ask that upper tier management would ask if they were going to work for a restaurant. Sometimes it informs the potential employer that you know what you're talking about. But I have to be careful because if I ask a question that this person doesn't understand, and it's a rudimentary question like if I ask them what their PPA average is, that's price per person average, because that kind of tells you as a server, as a bartender, how much money you're going to make. If they don't know what that is, or if you ask them how often they reference their P-mix to gauge item popularity or times in the day, inventory reasons, just any of those kind of questions. If you make them look like they don't know what they're doing, you probably ain't gonna get the job. And I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing. There's just certain details I've learned to track from my experience, from management to, in the trenches as well. Yeah, I got to be careful because this woman is a human resource director of a restaurant, so I'm sure she has certain understandings of how restaurants, their idiosyncrasies, I think is how they say that. But you're picking up what I'm putting down. So yeah, there is a little bit level of extra nervousness that I don't know, because there's a technical side to it. I'm not worried about the interaction with the person at all. I'm just kind of, because the technical side. But I'll be fine. You live, you learn. And if it scares you, it's probably good. Especially if you can face it, conquer it, courage. There is no courage without fear. So you got to be scared a little bit to get the courage going on inside you. One makes the other one, and here we go. We're good to go. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I've been talking about it. And it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get the job or anything. But I'm going to try to kill the interview. And then I'm sure I'll have to interview with like a restaurant manager and then maybe a GM too. So fingers crossed, good energy. All will be good. And like I said, I'm going to try to do some documentation, video documentation of this process. For those of my viewers, followers, watchers, day takers that are into the, restaurateur stuff, because I hope I get some of those, because it's a big part of my life. And I like that shit. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know. When I win the lottery tonight, I'll still be shooting these videos. But I will probably, once we get all the money squared away, I will probably still do something in the food and beverage realm. It'll just be mine. But we'll see, because I want to keep it real simple. We'll see. Maybe I'll attach that to my gym. And the food choices will be that of someone that is trying to feed the machine properly. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah, because I don't know a gym that has a restaurant as a part of it. I know they have pro shops and shakes and stuff like that sometimes attached, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. Positive goals for the future. Positive goals. Oh yeah, that brings me to the next, because I just talked about it. Hey, I'm playing the lottery again tonight. Tonight is the Texas Lottery Extra. It's the one I want to win. And I'll ask you again, my friends, family, and countrymen, help me win. You're like, how can we do that, Dick? All you got to do is between the hours of 10:12 and 10:14, think of me, this face, reading those numbers, and then coming alive with adulation of celebration. Yeah, that would help. Visualize with me. I mean, if you want. Um, yeah. And then in turn, I'll do it for you. Put it in the comments. For show you're right. Maybe we can just continue to do this for each other. Wouldn't that be crazy if that became a thing? Like, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel and come and, visualize with us. We're making everybody rich, making everybody happy. I'm a child, I know. All right, I lost track of the coyote. I am going to just kind of walk up that way and see how close we can get, because I don't see it anymore. But let's see if we can walk up and get some signs. I'm going to be a little bit quiet, though. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Damn, it looks like a deer when it's sitting because its ears are so big. All right. Oh, it's standing up. Standing up. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. It is like, what are you trying to do, dude? All right, let me see what I can see for you guys. I'm just moving right up to it. I'm looking away, though. I'm not trying to challenge it. I got my feet pointed kind of away from it. It's moving off, though. They're survivors. They know what it takes. Oh, yeah, dip into the brush. Man, it was worth a shot, though. I don't even know if you can see it. All right. I tried. All right, y'all, I just wanted to share that good news with you. Today is an action-packed day for me. So I got to get back to the house, get this thing uploaded. I'll try to be positive. When I start the job, my schedule for shooting is probably going to be a little bit different. And I have plans to start uploading maybe before the shift, more than likely after the shift. Just talking about everything from going through the training, going through, the story of the day, if you will. Because there's always something entertaining happening in a restaurant. Even though small sometimes, it can be real good. So, yeah, I want to start that real soon. We will do this together. All right, I don't know how long I've been talking. It feels like 30 minutes or so, but we'll see. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get to the gym today. I gotta pick up some things from some stoves for the family. But you know what it is, everybody. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and I always say, ride the momentum to push you on through the rest of the week. Momentum starts at the top of the hump, and you just ride it on through to the weekend. Charge your batteries and attack it again. Oh, hey, that rhymes. That's good. Somebody write that down for me. But yeah, Wednesday, just another day. A day for us to dictate our way. Day takers, come with me. Get in there. Let's take this day. Dick's gonna take his. Just remember, while you're doing it, spread the love, share the knowledge, and I will see you tomorrow. Good things, everybody. Love you. Bye.